Hey guys, let me show you what a keyword is worth, what it takes to make that happen, and a few different ways for you to get one or more companies up there, your company or other companies up there, so you can start getting paid really well. So a keyword like dental implants Miami, the company paid $7,500 is a bonus to their SEO guys for getting them up to number one on that keyword. They used to be way down here. They wanted to be up here. So they paid $7,500 as a bonus above and beyond the regular monthly SEO payments they make to their SEO company to get them up here. Okay. Now that's interesting, isn't it? Let me show you another one. We had dental implants Miami. This is Miami, Florida, obviously. They also have the flip side keyword, Miami dental implants. They're also there. Number one, they paid $7,500 for that keyword as well. Now, those of us in SEO realize if you can get somebody up here for one, it's not very hard to get them up for the other one as well. Just make sure you flip it in the anchor text for your inbound backlinks. So let me explain how you do the math on that. First of all, those of you who know anything about dental implants, they're like $2,000 each per tooth, right? For any one tooth. And the dentist probably makes 500 profit per tooth. Now, the average guy who walks in, who gets this work done, is probably going to be 2 to 3 teeth. So it's going to be like $1,250 profit to the dentist. So when he shows up here, he's paying the equivalent of the profit of 15 customers, average customers walking in, as a bonus for getting him up here, right? He may hover, he may float up here a while, 1, 2, and 3, because the other guys are going to be competitive too, or they're going to try to be. So he may not stay up there forever, but he paid a bonus to be up here because now he's in the game. He's going to be up here. About how many searches are on those keywords? About 100 to 1,000 per month searches for each of those keywords, which means really like 250 people for the one, 250 people for the other. Out of each group, out of 250 people landing on the page, probably 200 scroll down some and take a look at the options, call a few different guys before they make their choices, right? Okay, now, having said that, the population of the area, the direct area, is like close to 500,000, right? So this is a really good place to be in a high position for on this keyword, okay? Having said that, let's take a look at the company real quick and make some sense of this, because there are different ways that you can work your way up the ladder. One of them is you create really, really good content on the site and you add links and so forth that have to do with the topics. That's great. That has a lot to do with priming for the top spot. Now, very many orthodontists have done this. Okay, Google still has to pick and choose. So it comes back to the popularity contest of backlinks. Now, when we come to the exact keyword that we're ranking for, we're saying, okay, how are they ranking for the one keyword they're ranking for? Are they doing it on page or are they doing it through backlinks? Take a look. The page that's ranking has 42 different domains with 145 links pointing in at them. Okay, all right. So they have 42 other websites pointing in at them. That's not a ton, but you know, it's meaningful. It's laudable. It's quite a few. So having said that, are they getting on the front page because of backlinks or because of the verbiage on their page? Well, if you do a search on the page for that phrase, dental implants Miami, nowhere to be found. You know what that means? The reason they're showing up for that keyword is most likely due exactly to the backlinks pointing in from the other websites, right? Combination of backlinks pointing in, that gives Google the idea to take a look at the site and it goes, okay, here's the backlink, here's the site. Those things line up. May not be exact matches, but the backlinks certainly count towards keyword ranking. Okay, let me show you another point about that. Link research, right? That's 45 websites pointing in at them, 159 inbound links, okay? Total ranking keywords, 270. All right. That's all their keywords ranking altogether. But the domain authority is not that high. That's kind of the point I want to make right here. It's only 13. It's not really that high. All right. Now, let me draw a similar situation because what else might be worth $7,500 for a front page position? Let me flip to another one. Here's the population of Los Angeles and California, 4 million. Notice that Miami, Florida was like 500,000. So if this is 4 million, you know, what is that? Like 8 times the population, basically. Okay. Now, in there, you got a locksmiths, right? And when we look at locksmiths, okay, let's scroll down past the Yelp guys, right? First guy, he had page authority at 33. He's got 136 domains pointing in at him. That's, it's bigger, right? Takes more work. Then 145 for the number 2 guy. 76, and then 63, and then 43. Somewhere in there, which one did I pick? I picked one of these guys, masterlocksmithla.com. He's number what? He's right here, the 76 guy, right? Pointing in at that page. Now, what do I want to say about that? How many words on this page? Oh, next to none. Very, very little content on the page, right? Not a lot of content on the page. What about number of pages he has? Oh, very few pages. But wow, he's really at the top. So I guess he's optimized this page for Los Angeles Locksmith, right? No, Los Angeles Locksmith does not show up as a phrase on the page anywhere. You know what that means? Backlinks. Means the reason he's there is because 76 other domains with a total of 2,939 links pointing at this site across those 76 root domains. That means what? That many of those links are using the anchor text Los Angeles Locksmith, and there are more websites saying Los Angeles Locksmith pointing here than websites saying Los Angeles Locksmith pointing elsewhere. Okay? It's enough to get him that high. Now, the guys who are beating him most likely have more backlinks that happen to use that term, Los Angeles Locksmith, on more root domains pointing in at them. Which is worth more? More links on fewer domains or fewer links on more domains? Fewer links on more domains, right? The more domains, the merrier. Okay. Now, the last point I want to make about that, Google prizes quality backlinks. In other words, the backlinks themselves are on sites that have few coding errors, great page speed, great on-page SEO. In other words, if Google understands those websites and they are good reading material for humans, and the information is laid out well for humans and search engines. That's what all that checking is for. It delivers quickly. It's easy for browsers to see. It's easy for Google to read. The on-page SEO means both bots and humans can understand what's happening on the pages. Then what? Then those are good backlinks. And good quality backlinks lead to higher rank. Well, that's why we built the CMS we have, by the way. So anyway, how does all this start to place to you? So what did we learn? We learned this. How to calculate front page worth of keywords. If an average locksmith makes like $150 from a call, okay, and he's in LA with a population of 4 million people, and that's probably between 1,000 and 10,000 searches a month, okay, then yeah, I mean, that keyword is worth a lot to be number 1 on, or number 2, or number 3. Anything you can up there is going to be worth a lot. You can do the math simply on profit, some coefficient of that, like 20% of the people who hit the page are going to call you, right? And then your average profit times those people, per day, per month, right? You can figure the math out and then do some kind of, hey, I'll pay, charge you this much to get you up there. That's an example. So, keyword tool, I want to make this point. How do you even figure out what keywords to get somebody to show up for if it's going to be more than one? You're going to aim for a lot of keywords at once, right? So you can do stuff like Los Angeles Locksmith, right? And you say, if I'm going to create a bunch of backlinks, it can't all be the one backlink. That doesn't look right to Google, does it now? So I want to have a bunch of different useful keywords in the mix. See all these keywords? I'm going to grab them all. That would be so easy, right? Just take them all, copy them. There's probably a tool here for downloading to Excel. We've got our own things that we use. But the fact of the matter, take a look, copy, export all, right? You can just stick it in Excel. Then you can delete the ones you don't want, and you can keep the ones you do, and you can create a project out of it. Now, that leads me to this. How do you make a lot of money with this? Pretty simple. You pick some companies in some industry that you like or want to go after, or just you decide, you know what, this company's pretty good, pretty ripe for the picking. Okay? So I want to make this point. This, by the way, has been called the Moz toolbar, right? So that when we look at websites and we see these stats up here right away, site by site by site, okay, that's called the Moz, MOZ.com toolbar or Moz bar, okay? So if I were to go to Moz, let me do this real quick. Sorry, I don't mean to confuse. I just want to make sure you see it the right way, okay? Okay, if I go to Moz, MOZ.com, go here. It's got free SEO tools. If you hit that, there it is, the Moz bar. Add it to your Chrome or Firefox. Chrome in our case, right? But whatever. And then you get those stats immediately, okay? This gives you a strong sense of what you want to take off after. Which industries? Think about it. Do you want to go big or smaller in the middle? Carpet cleaning, homeopathy, pest control, bees, you know, what time of the year is it? Is it cold? Is it rainy? Do we have flu issues and people being sick? Do we have more people crashing their cars? So auto towing. You know, just think about these things and you'll decide what you want to do. What are choices now? Here we go. Most of you guys understand that we have this one, right? Website-installer.com. And if I go there first, just to make the point, you go to the main page of the site, website-installer.com, hit professional services. And right here, right? Now you can get these super affiliate websites for $12.50 a year and pay no commissions on sales. Okay? Huge. Now you want to get a lot of links, right? You need 45 of these or 96 of these or 76 of these. Maybe. But the fact of the matter is these are not just backlinks like a comment on a WordPress blog. They're not even backlinks like in entry in a directory. These are full scale, like 6-page websites in every case with a number of different keywords pointing in at your client. Okay. And also pointing out to other authorities' sites and also linking to each other. Really powerful combination, right? That can just drive the rank up on whatever the destination website is. And yet, whenever anyone happens to land on any of those sites, the whole site's saying, oh, you're searching for this? Click the button to go to the right place. And when they click the button, it goes, hey, to your preferred client. Okay? So you can pick anyone who doesn't even know what's going on. Use the Moz bar. Find out how many links they have. You know, get their page authority, domain authority, write them down. Okay? Now do some work. Give it like a month. Come back and check again. Guess what? You drove their domain authority up, their page authority up, their number of inbound links up, and you used the keywords you wanted. So they're going to start showing up higher and higher on those keywords. As a matter of fact, take the top great keywords that you got from that keyword tool and mark down the starting position of those guys on those keywords. Okay? Now, when you go for this, our websites have great desktop speed, really high compared to the average. They have great mobile speed, really high compared to the average websites out there. Most websites are crap. Okay, on-page SEO, huge, right? The difference between the average site being around like a 68 to 72, shoving them up to a 74, not so tough. Shoving them to a 77 takes a little elbow grease, maybe 3 hours. Okay, to get from like let's say a 68 to a 77 might take 4 or 5 hours. If we were billing a client, that could be $400 to $500. You know, $100 an hour, 5 hours, 4 hours. Okay, but getting them from a 77 to a 92. Those rare. Most websites have nothing like that for strength except for the guys at the top and the backlinks that point in at those guys at the top. That took 77 to a 92 takes like 12 hours of work. So it'd be like $1,200. Okay. Well, these sites already have that done for you, and you can multiply these sites onto different domains. That's what this is all about. It's you get the domain name, we'll do everything else for you. How's that? And that'll be super affiliate websites, right? So you can earn from them any which way. And you're not even going to pay commissions to anyone for the sales. Okay, all you have to do is get on the program and get backlinks and start building someone up. And then get more if you want to build them higher, right? As you track the keywords and as you get them rank over the month, the next month, just watch how high they climb and see how much more you want to pitch in to get them even higher. That's what it is the more, the higher, the more, the higher, the more, the higher. You just build it as you go. Now, having said that, there's an 8-minute video here. This used to be an hour-long video. We replaced it with an 8-minute video. And it's got a couple of videos that attach after that, you know, with the cards at the end of the video. So it's 3 parts. You'll probably want to watch this, okay? Now, coming down below it, this explains how the whole thing works. The whole idea is you're getting a bunch of sites to add in, right, that drive all that traffic into these sites. In other words, remember what we said, there were like 45 websites pointing in at them. What if you owned those 45 websites all by yourself? What if you took some guy from page 4 who had basically no backlinks, didn't even know what a backlink was, doesn't even know he needs to create them, and has no idea why he's on page 4? And what if you create the entire thing for him and you took the before snapshots of where he was on the good keywords and then you just build him up over a couple of months or a month or whatever? Then you show him the after, right? He's starting to get traffic, or just show him after the first like month. Say, hey, see how high you climb? If you want to start paying, I'll keep climbing you higher. If you don't, I got to switch the effort to your competitor or somebody else in your area who does want to climb, because I'm getting this to go up and up. I'm just going to push you all the way to the front page. Okay? How hard does it take? How long does it take to get someone on the front page? Those of you guys who saw that case study, by the way, you should know this guy, it took him about a month, maybe a month and a half to drive this client, okay, to front page for, it was like 80 keywords, okay, just wham, got him in the top 1, 2, or 3 position for 80 keywords. Now let me be clear, because this is interesting. The video that the guys did, the website marketers, about their clients with the dental implants Miami, they created a spreadsheet with 3 tabs on it. The dream keywords, middle competition keywords, and low competition keywords. Dream keywords, they're paying like $3,500 to $7,500 each as bonuses for each of those keywords that the guys got them on. Number 1 on, okay? Then they have the mid-range keywords where they're paying like $500 to $750. Then they have the low ball keywords. They're paying like $150 to $500, well, $150 to $350 each for those keywords. Okay, and they're based on things like the amount of traffic to each keyword, right? So higher traffic, higher competition keywords, obviously, is going to pay a much bigger bonus than middle, but that's mid-competition, mid-level traffic, low competition, low traffic. And so why not just build it up? You know, put lots of backlinks out for the same company or set of a few companies if you go bigger. Okay, get a few companies into play. That way you can spin the plate. You can, hey, see what I'm doing for you? Hey, see what I'm doing for you? Hey, see what I'm doing for you? Or what we're doing for you, you would say, look, we're doing this for you. We're doing this for you. We're doing this for you. Here's the screenshots. Are you interested? Keep tapping on them, because in other words, you're doing this for them for free. They're not going to want to tell you no. They're not going to get angry. They're going to slowly get curious as they realize you're not just spamming them, you're changing things for them. Okay? Now, who's best to go after? Simple. Go do some searches on Google for things like this. But when you do, find words. Okay, let me see if I can just fake it really fast, right? Find words where you got ads. Okay? Yeah, look at that. $2,500 dental implants, right? Implant and crown. Okay? That's $2,500. Okay? Probably 500 of it is the markup because it's an ad. So they're paying for clicks here, promo. You know what? If I find that these guys, Kirkland-wa-dentist.com, is not here, and I find that they're not here either, and I do not see them in the top 10 anywhere, then you know what? They're just somebody that if I start to do the work for them, okay, they are going to benefit. They're paying for ads. And if I start doing the work for them to get them to show up organically, start saving them money, they are not going to want to stop that. Not for any reason in the world. I'll knock on their door. Man, they're going to be happy to pay like $7,500 for the work I did for them or am doing for them. Or even if I get them much of the way up, say, and remember to capture your before screenshots, right? You have to prove the point. You don't know if they know where they're at on the keyword. So make sure you capture. If you want to be exact about capturing it, go to a new incognito window, right? And let Google say that you're near the area. Do it with the city, for them, okay? Get the before screenshots. Take a few. Go through some keywords, okay? Get that profile figured out, okay? And then once you have your befores, that way, when you do your work, you can start gathering your afters. Now, there are tools for tracking the keywords, turning into a campaign, showing you can let the software do the checking for you. But that costs some money, so, be prepared. You do that when you're ready. Having said that, here's the thing I want to say now. When we come back, okay? When you do this, you can start running websites. Any of these packages is massive. I'll tell you why. This has 10 new referral websites, okay? $125 a month. Oh, that's fair. $12.50 each times 10, $125. But then you're thinking, okay, it's $125 a month though, with only 10 new referral websites. And the answer is no. Keep reading. Added monthly. Okay. So every time you make another payment, you get another 10 websites. In other words, 10 of those backlinking websites that use all the keyword combinations that make sense, pointing in at the client. Okay. So what's that mean? If you were to be charging the client for the differences you made, or say, hey, I've been pushing you up, either I got to switch all the backlinks to another company in your area because you said no, or you're paying. Or even if you don't need the traffic, you're going to want to pay me so that the other guy doesn't get the traffic. You would rather resell the traffic to them that you're getting if it's overflow traffic, right? You can recommend the other guy because he's going to pay you a kickback for the recommendation, right? Now, having said that, first of all, that happens all the time. Companies that get overflow, they get more leads than they need, they like to sell the leads to others, okay? So think about it. Not only are we adding though, but we're going to refresh the pages every month. That keeps all your pages fresh, okay? There's this whole thing about that. I'll explain that later. So is it possible for you to create a spreadsheet and put some basic prices on it and say, this is what we're charging? By the way, I want to go back to this for those who are not aware. Remember how we did this link research bit and we showed discovered links going here and then total loss going there? Okay. If you were to take all the backlinks on all the sites and you were to tell us, hey, I'm paying you monthly, please take all the websites I have so far that I build up and change all the links, the destination URLs from this company here who said no to that company over there who said yes. Basically the company right across the street, same city, same keywords. So heck, the same anchor texts, nothing changes, but the destination URL, we're going to swap it to another company. You know what you're doing? You're pulling all that link juice power away from one company and handing it to another. Because it's spread across all these different websites, you know how it looks to Google? A bunch of links lost and a bunch of links lost to one company, while another company, hey, a bunch of links gained. Is that unusual? No, happens every minute of every day. Google bots are flying through, dropping and grabbing constantly. They're always seeing this happen, and that's not news to them. That's totally fine, okay? Means you changed your vote. Your vote got updated. And yep, that can happen, and that's perfectly fine. So it's huge. Think about the incredible power of showing someone the result. You don't have to sell it. You just lay it in front of them, and you did some basic math, or you can even talk to them on the phone about how much it's worth, right? And then just charge them a fair price, else the competitor. And you can charge them a discount if they're willing to go long on the payments. And guess what? Isn't it interesting when you think you're paying us a certain amount and you're charging them 4 times that, and they are paying it, and you're keeping the extra money, and we're doing all the work. You're taking in retail and paying us wholesale to do all the work for you if you want us to do the work. Okay, that's what this is for. By the way, one more thing. You could go 10 new referral websites added monthly, or if you like, I want to move faster. What do you think the difference is between that and something like 100 new referral websites added monthly? Just to make that clear, right? 100 new referral websites added monthly. That's 10 months of work completed in the time that normally 1 month of work would be completed. So really, it's your budget. Can you go 10? Do it. Can you go 20? Do it. Can you go 40? Do it. Think about it. 40 new referral websites added monthly. You know what that means? If 40 backlinks that are super affiliate websites, you would really probably just need 20 for the one company. You know? But guess what? If you got 40, why don't we do 2 companies? Or why don't you just do 2 of these side by side for 2 different companies, right? We'll update and work with you as long as you're on the subscription. If you say, hey, I need to drop these companies, add those. Yeah, no problem. We can do that. That's why we have all the automation built, because we have a backlinking network that we can control and update and maintain and refresh pages on and update links and change information, drop keywords, add keywords, whatever's necessary or whatever makes sense for you. If you're paying by the month, then we're on retainer. We're taking care of that for you in the process of building up your insane backlinking empire for 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 companies. And you can do them simultaneously. You can put this down in one website to be marketed, hit subscribe, then contact us and say, hey, can you split that across 4 or 5 companies? Yeah, of course. For us, that's easy, right? We'll just put the other companies in the list. If it's one project, it's for one thing, like orthodontists or plumbers or tow trucks, okay? If you want to do different projects, do different projects. Not a problem. If you want to do 3 or 4 different companies or 10 different companies here, we can do that. But just keep in mind, you're getting, actually that does work. You'll be able to get backlinks to 10 companies on each of 10 websites this way if you really want to do it. That's fine. Not too weird, not too much, not bad, not a problem for Google. Okay. Each website is like 6 pages, and each of those pages will hold like 3 backlinks. Okay. Anything more than that is like stuffing it. We don't want that. And we usually want one of those 3 backlinks to be to an authority website. Okay. So not necessarily anyone that'll be a client for you, unless there's somebody that's kind of close on the front page of useful keywords, and we want to get them up on other keywords. So at the most, think this way: 6 times 3, 18 clients per site. So you can put 18 clients on each of 10 websites. You could put 18 clients on each of 20, 18 clients on each of 40. Can you imagine how cool that is? 45 sites linking in, got those guys up for the $7,500 keywords, right? You could put 18 clients up there. How much would you be charging each of them? $7,500, $4,500? Do the math. How much do they make for an average sale? You know, and how much volume is there coming to the keyword? You know, you can do the math that way or by population in their city. Anyway, you make a lot more than we're charging for. This is cheap. So this is to make it possible for you to make a living automatically on the side. Now, for those of you who say, I want more control, I actually want to own the super affiliate website, but I know that these are for backlinking purposes. You know, if we're using UAP contents to backlink, those UAP websites are not very informative. That's tier 2 content, right? You're not going to convince someone that you're the best orthodontist with a UAP page, right? Universal affiliate pages. They're great for backlinking some other website, but if you want the professional website, here's what you need to do. Different. Website-installer.com, and instead of clicking professional services for this, I want you to see the deal that we're putting out for this week, okay? I want all you guys coming in that want to do this, get up, get moving, and we'll work with you really, really fast. I want you guys to care because we're moving hard and fast right now, building a massive backlinking network. We have 850 websites just starving for projects. We want to put them out for demos. We want to put out projects for you to earn. We want to put out projects to show off. We want to put out projects to show off results and to hear from you, your testimonials, because we want to build all that together and go through some of the bigger companies and do the bigger launches. And if you're growing along the way, you're seeing how to do that too, you're going to keep up with us. Okay, so I want you to go here, website-installer.com/wishlist.php. Okay, go there. Wishlist.php. Kind of a hidden page, not much here. This is something we're not publicizing so much, but here's what it is. Legacy UAP Template Creation Wishlist. This is a template now. Make requests for the templates that you want. There's no cost for requests. We reserve the right to choose which templates to make. If we make one you request, we'll let you know. All right, you're not required to buy templates that we make at your request. So any of you guys who feel like coming here without buying a template and you just want to request one to be put into here, right? Just you want a new industry that you don't see, okay? Then go put it on the wish list, okay? That's fine. We're welcoming everyone's requests. You know, I don't know. There are things we don't have here, right? Like what? Cash loan? I don't think we have cash loan here. How about cash loan? There are, payday loan, cash loan. There's so many things that are not here. Do we even have carpet cleaning? I know we got house cleaning, general cleaning, like Molly Maids, but I don't think we have carpet cleaning. Who wants that, right? So anyway, that's a wish list item, right? Now, that's what's going on. You can put your first name, your email, okay? Your US phone or Skype if you're out of the country. If you don't want us calling you, it's just international. You want it, you just put Skype, okay? Now your desired template, like residential carpet cleaning. How's that? If you want to be specific, maybe you want to do auto repair, domestic auto repair, or you want to do foreign auto repair, or you want to do commercial truck auto repair for the more specialized situations, like when a semi-truck needs to be repaired, okay? Or whatever you want. Organic carpet cleaning, green carpet cleaning for all the guys doing that, okay? Commercial pest control, nursing pest control, nursing homes, hotels, restaurants. These are really sensitive, right? They have to be careful about chemicals. They need people, the pest control guys, to be discreet, walk in the back door like at the hotels. Restaurants definitely need to know what chemicals are being used. And then nursing homes, got to be really nice and careful with the people, moving them out of the rooms, cleaning up, moving them back in the rooms. It's got to be healthy materials again, and then also really good with old people, the elderly. So you want pest control guys who have experience with that, right? So yeah, just put us some notes so that we know what you want. No problem. If you want to show us a top competitor's website, because you're like, hey, make me one like this guy. I'm green with envy. I see his or her website. I want one too. Okay, fine. Then you're just telling us what it's basically about. Some topic, product, service, industry, coach, Tony Robbins. And then you're showing us the top competitor's website. And if you're doing this as an affiliate, and you want to become a super affiliate of a program of your own, okay? Well, not your own program. That's some other guy's program out there, and you want to be an affiliate, okay? Well, then here's where you would put that URL. That way we know that, this is a franchise or a referral website or a reseller website or an affiliate project, right? And we will intentionally use that brand name and those products or service images because you are selling them, okay? And so you're going to want to represent them, right? That's different than a top competitor, where if you put in the brand, you show us a top competitor's website, we know it's a competitor. You don't want to use their brand name or their images or their products and services. You want to use your version of the same kind of thing, okay? Even if it's just to make your website a referral website, okay, for whoever you choose, okay? Like if you do carpet cleaning, commercial carpet cleaning, you can apply that website to anyone, right? Nationwide. Okay. Is this a paid project? What does that mean? And that's the deal. The deal is this. if you buy a Legacy UAP website, if you get one, okay, right here, get details, okay, and you decide you're going to go ahead and buy this thing, all right, you're going to pay $295 and buy it, right? Then what? Hop on here and tell us, yes, it's a paid project. Okay, put your stuff in there and say yes. Okay, we'll double check with you. We got your name and email. If we don't know, if we didn't recognize the payment, we'll double check, make sure it's you, that's you who wants this, whatever it is, and that you want this. And so you add your request, right? So yes, you are being offered a free template design during your purchase, so we'll make it and install it for you for free. Guess what? Once you have that template for the industry you want, okay, it's gonna start off with UAP content, okay? Because content's separate. It's a separate thing. Content's a nickel a word. So if you want to get like say 3,000 words, which is nice. If you got a 6-page website with 500 words each, that's a really good start, right? Remember that locksmith site didn't have a lot of content on it, okay? But it had a few pages, probably altogether, maybe 1,500 words, 2,000 words altogether. Could be. I didn't go back and count, but 2,000 words, okay? Add a nickel a word. Would be $100. So think about it. Like $100 of content, and you have a website that talks nicely about the material. Guess what? We'll run some variables through it for the different cities and so on. And guess what that means? Especially if we if you had a list of companies nationwide, or we can even get you a kickoff list, like 1,000 companies in the nation, and create that sitemap for you really, really quickly. You know what that means? You have your own unique content on your site and pages for each of like 1,000 companies with their company name, city, state, Google map, phone number. If we leave the form on, if you want the form on, then their email address. So if somebody fills in the form, it sends them the email. You know how cool that's going to be when they start getting emails from you and phone calls coming through your site, okay? And you're tracking it on visitor tracking. Those of you who don't know, you go to stackhunter.com, sign up, log in, create the code. There's one place to put it in the website. If you got any questions about it, let us know. We can put it in there for you. Piece of cake. And guess what that means? That we even have a video for this somewhere, but we can put it in there for you because it's easy. And guess what that means? You were tracking all the hits through those like 1,000 companies, right? That you set this thing up for. Now, how do you get those 1,000 companies to get hits, right? You might start getting hits to some of the companies, especially if you choose cities that are not the most competitive cities. See, whether it's a large town, a large city, or a smaller town, as long as there are like 2 competitors in the town, they're both fighting for each sale, right? All it takes is 2, 3 especially, and any one of those guys wants to get the upper swing on the other guy. Unless they're buddies in one town, but usually are brothers in another, but it's rare, right? Really rare. Most towns have like 4 or 5 competitors in the surrounding area, and they're not friendly. They do want to get the sales, and they are really interested in seeing what they can do to get there, okay? And that's 30-odd thousand cities in the U.S. to pick from. So it's not hard to pick cities in the middle whose names you don't know. Those guys are happily competing with each other, right? Give any of them an edge, right? And so you know what I would pick? An industry that's not entirely web savvy. Pick an industry where the guys in small towns are not going to be geniuses. How do you figure it out? Look up some small towns. Go to a map. Zoom in on a big town. Zoom away from it. Or do a search for 100 most populous cities in the U.S. and then change it. 500 most populous cities in the U.S. Then change it. 10,000 most populous cities in the U.S. or something, right? Find a way and then scroll down that list, right? Get to the cities in the middle somewhere, okay? And then say, would these guys pay by the month or by the lead? Just and who cares? You could talk to them about that kind of thing. Point is, pick some of those guys and go, those towns, and go look up the keywords in those towns. See if those guys seem to have savvy websites or not. It is so fun to explore. You're like a hunter that way. Just look up towns whose names you never heard of before. There's so many. And then when you get in there, look at the keywords in those towns. You know what you're going to find? Those websites suck. When you see that the websites in a town just suck on the front page, right? They're not great quality. They have coding errors when you check them on HTML validation. They don't have good page speed. They're built weirdly for old style monitors. They just look gross and old. If you do a SEO check on any one of them and it's like crap, 68, 64, then you realize this is beautiful territory, right? So start there even. Figure out what industry you really want by looking for medium-sized towns with a bunch of competitors who are not web savvy. Okay, do some quick keyword searches, check search volume, make sure that those guys are getting searched for, and of course they will be. Everybody searches from home. Nobody walks outside and down the street to see if there's a dentist over there. Everyone searches mobile phone, desktop, and if the guys on the front page are not mobile ready, some of them, and they just have crappy websites, then it's easy pickings to turn these guys into monthly payers for your services. And as they take over, the guys next to them won't even know what happened. Okay? And then you use what you did with that guy to just take the before and after screenshots, and you can show anyone else, and you're multiplying your income streams right away. Use the same industry, go to different towns. Say, hey, look what we did for that guy in that town. Here's a before and after. He's happy as the blue blazes. What if we do that for you? We can charge you this much. We can even start you cheap. Okay? Or we can set up like a bonus. If we get you up there, you don't pay until we do get you up there, and then you do pay this amount. You know what? Everyone's listening. Okay? Trying to help you out here. This is really good. So, the two ways right now that you can look at for making money is, this is kind of like, get the kicker website yourself if you want to be the super affiliate for one or more companies in the middle. You want to become the guy in that industry, the smaller town hero who can handle that. And a lady who's doing hairstyling, right? Hairstylist. That's brilliant. And you know how many hairstylists there are in every town? How many of them are out of their house and yet they have a website? Homeopathy, naturopaths, Chinese herbal medicines, acupuncturists, chiropractors. Go in any smaller town and these guys are not web savvy. And we can help them so easily. You can help them so easily. You can be the super affiliate using one website, the main website, with pages for all of them, right? So that you can just kind of like call through all of them as you get them any kind of traffic. And to get them traffic, get on the other program to get 10 websites a month or 20 websites a month or 40 websites a month to send leads to your one or more websites up here, these masters, or the one website, the one master for those however many clients, like 1,000 clients. Then all these guys are sharing the backlinks and the locations for those different companies pointing in at the different pages of your master. So all those companies start rising, and they will all show changes. Their domain authority, their page authority, all of this will start going up. Okay? You will immediately be able to show hard proof that you made changes. And then for the keywords, befores and afters, if you took snapshots of some befores and afters, it's so obvious, right? Just obvious. Okay, that brings me to the third point, because those are the two things. One, wish list. If you buy a template and come to the wish list, we will do this for the industry you want. Okay? And then if you also want the copywriting, get a hold of me. How many words, how many pages, we can discuss that. Or you run it like a UAP to kick it off. Up to you. This will come with hosting on a website. By the way, if you do buy this, I know we're doing some updates right now, and so this is going to kind of go up and down in the background. The connectivity may come and go. If you happen to buy it, okay, it's pretty simple. You come, skip this. You've already seen all this or you know about it. The video's on the video tab, right? of the website. Videos. You'll learn everything about it here. There's more updates. I'll break down some of those cool features later. This video's already long. But just trust me, we're on a version 7 now. It's hot. It's got a sitemap randomizer. It's got variables for the menu tab for link by link, and you can swap out themes as you go down. It's incredible. So just skip that, skip this. Order form. Yeah, we need this basic information. If you have any trouble installing it, just let me know. Tell me the domain that you got for it. Okay. Now, company information. Promo code, there's no promo code for this. Company information, it's optional. If you put it in, then it shows up on the website on installation. Otherwise, don't worry about it. If you don't know who you want it for yet, just leave it blank. Okay. Use an existing domain, or do you need a new domain, right? Put it here. Now, if you need to search for a great domain, go here. Click here to buy one. Here are the instructions. It's really actually pretty easy, okay? You get the domain name so that when you buy this whole thing, okay, we're installing it to that domain name, right? So you need a domain name, okay? So that's the idea. Search for one and buy one. Go to like GoDaddy and get one. It's going to be like $12.50, right? And then just go buy this. This is $295. It allows all the power for all this backlinking. It's got the SEO up to speed. Everything's great. And it's worth it. It's worth it. We never get refund requests on this thing. And people who start using it hate WordPress. Okay? Now, once you buy it and get this thing going, to back it up, where are we at? You're going to want to go to professional services. Watch the video if you don't know, but I think you get the point now. Go ahead and get started. When you get started, we're going to create a bunch of UAP websites that backlink into your main website for the domains you want. We'll contact you, make sure we work it out, because we'll see if you bought both. And we'll help you organize that into a platform that's going to push you up for the clients you want. All right. That's cool. Let me know if you have any questions. Dave at website-installer.com. Call me if you really want to go over projects to see what fits you best. Not a problem. The phone number's at the top of the website, right? Right here. There you go. All right. Talk to you later.